Okay.
Here's the show this week.
Okay.
Sherry, I'm just going to set your copy over here. Couple of changes this week in the show. Our country music star interview was canceled because of a ear infection.
Okay.
So, the first hour on the show, we've got Claire. Pam Ravon's going to talk pet insurance. We're going to have Sherry Miller's story about her mom and her mom's birthday. Tammy Wren's in the jazz track in the first hour. Heidi Brokel's Healthy Happenings. And then Mike Trinkline, who
Trinkline?
is... Correct. Who is the producer of Pioneers in Television on PBS. We'll talk with him.
Trinkline. Okay.
Also in the first hour, I thought, because today was the day that Regis announced that he was stepping down, I thought, I put together plenty of audio that we can share this hour.
Okay.
Okay? And I've got some notes here on that. I also have some notes on Pioneers in Television in case you want to look at that.
Betty White had...
Those are questions that I asked. You
Oh,
don't need to
okay.
know that stuff. Those are my notes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now in the second hour, we were going to have Freddie Way, who is a Nashville recording artist, to talk about his passion for country music. That's going to be done. We're going to talk with him another time because he was out sick this week.
Okay.
In the second hour, I've got some information about this being the most depressing week of the year.
Is it really?
Yes. So tie that into some stuff on the show. Eric Fott will be here. We've got the mailbag in the second hour. I've got some stuff from my sister and also Jen Culver.
Okay.
Jen Culver's going to talk about the power of journaling this hour.
Good.
Lisa Kay's waiting for Poupeau.
Poupeau. It rhymes with Waiting for Godot, which is a play.
Never heard of it. Oh. Sherry, have you ever heard of it?
Nope.
Waiting for
Godot.
Godot?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
What do you mean? We don't think so.
Well, I don't think anybody would know.
He's saying that I'm nuts, and nobody would know it.
Speaking of nuts, her boyfriend David Wild will follow her up. And then our spotlight this week, we have an interview with Keith Heisler.
Who is Wheels?
And then Sudie Crouch has her audio column, Sports Reporter by Day.
Okay.
Okay, with that in mind, I just thought of something I have to do. So when we put the show together, we actually have the entire hour laid out with the segments of who they are and what they do, and then the exact actual time of that, because we have to time out to exactly 53 minutes and 50 seconds. So it's very important that we keep track of exactly how long the segments are. With that in mind, we just recorded Lisa's segment, so I need to figure out exactly what that length is, and we need to input it on here. But this is kind of the Bible of the night that we use as we go forward. All right, so welcome to the program. We're actually in the middle of doing the first hour. We've got the second hour to do right now. We're actually in the middle of the program, the 2-hour show. And in the first hour, it got a little heated in the studio when we started talking about how much we'd spend for our pets. I, having the largest heart in the room, believe that if I had the money, I would spend the money to help my animals. Lisa, obviously, just a loving individual, lots of hurt animals in her home, animals with crossed eyes, no eyes, 2 or 3 ears that have been shaved off in various lawnmower accidents, things of that nature. Sherry, our camera person, on the other hand, brought up a very good point that there should be a line drawn in the sand, and so we know her feelings on the situation. And all I can say is, if you're a stray cat, stray dog, and you need help, stay out of her neck of the woods, because it's not going to happen. I'm just teasing. It's all a joke. I have found something now. Look at her.
Yeah.
She's giving me hand signals from the camera.
She's telling you to wrap it up.
Oh, I'll wrap it up all right. Coming up in the next hour on the show, we've actually got an interview, and I hope you check it out, with our very own Keith Heisler, who's also known as Keith Daniels, and Wheels. And
I love this guy.
We drill him about various subjects, and he's got an answer on everything. I was going to try and throw something in there that I didn't think he would know about, just to see if he came up with a bunch of, BS. But it's a great interview, and that's coming up, so make sure to listen to the show from radiotherapyonline.net. And the second hour of the show for the week ending January 23rd, 2011 rolls on. I'm Todd Michaels.
And I'm Sherry Miller.
There you go.
There you go.
So Sherry and Lisa have now switched spots, and Lisa's over there with the camera. Lisa, how does it feel to be on that side of the situation?
Really nice. I don't have to do any real work.
I'm not really
Wait a
happy.
minute. Wait a minute. You know where I'm going with this. How did that change? How did it change that you're doing real work when you're sitting over here where Sherry is? Now you're acting just like Sherry. You got nothing to say.
I have nothing to say.
Interesting.
It's the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is?
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll have to get a new chair. Sherry, how does it feel? I had this premonition that at some point, this is how things will end up being.
You need to give me a little bit more warning.
Oh,
It's not going to be. I'm going to be here until the end of time. You realize that?
I heard that once
Or the
before in
nearest
my
snowstorm.
life. Or, whatever. Oh, is Lisa getting picked on now? See what happens when you sit in the Sherry chair? The Sherry chair gets picked on tonight.
Okay, well, I want to go back to my own chair then.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're actually going to flip again. And Lisa, you're going to sit over here for the next break. And do what I do.
What?
Yeah, stand by for that. Right now, it's
Oh,
even
no.
wild. Okay, we just wrapped up the show, and I want to do a roundtable with everybody here and ask them how they thought the show went. Lisa?
We had some really good breaks. I thought we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. There was some interesting back and forth going on between us, and that was good.
All right, let's do this now and check in with Sherry. Sherry, what do you think about the show this week?
I had a ball. I felt like I belonged.
That's awesome.
Will you guys please get in together, just right next to one
gosh.
another? These are like complete sister in arms right over here. Look they could be sisters. Somebody get me out of here. Oh my gosh.
What are you complaining about?
What am I complaining about? Here's what I think about the show. I apologize for the show this week, but I completely blame them. I had nothing to do with it. I did all the work, but I had nothing to do with it. Nothing.
My cheeks hurt.
Your cheeks hurt?
My cheeks hurt.
Ironically, so do Lisa's, but they're different cheeks.